Alright, so I just downloaded the A320 flybywire mod. It's a freeware mod by some developers that are in the flight sim community that wanted to make a study level A320 sim. So they're at about their second release, their second stable release. And I just finally downloaded it, installed it, and checked it out real quick when I first downloaded it, made sure it worked. But I also wanted to do a full startup, takeoff, cruise, quick flight over to DCA. I'm gonna turn the weather off. I'm gonna turn the AI off, and we're just gonna do this specifically just to check it out. All right. So this is the website for fly-by-wire. It's link is in the description. But essentially, what they're doing, change logs, some screenshots, and you can download what you need from there. I have a livery that I downloaded and I found it on the Discord. Pretty cool. Definitely worth checking it out. I picked the Red Bull one right now because it looks pretty cool to me. And let's start at Kennedy. Oh, 259 parking. Try to take 3-1 left. Actually, no. Let's start at LaGuardia. I know that. Start at 102. Light conditions off. Air traffic off. Weather clear skies. Just to make it a little bit easier. Alright. Alright, here we go. So they updated the checklist. You can see that it's still a work in progress, but it definitely looks a lot better and more detailed than the legacy startup checklists that we have. And that's pretty much what it is to start the Airbus. Alright. Preliminary cockpit prep. Engine master switches all off. Okay. Aim mode selector normal. Check. Landing gear lever down. Check. Wipers off. Don't know exactly where that is yet, but I do know it's inoperable. Battery switches on. Okay. That's an operative. We'll skip that for now. APU fire test and operative will do that. So APU start, master switch on, APU start on. External power, it's available. Turn that on. Cockpit's lights as required. Parking brake on. You can also click this. Perfect. Brake check. Okay. Again, I could be doing that wrong. I thought something was supposed to move here, but it could just be not available yet. Flaps are up. Speed brake levels disarmed, retracted. Yep. Probe window heat auto. So auto. APU bleed on. Now I think it has to be available first before we turn that on. So let's turn up the lights. Lights actually work. The main difference I see is the primary flight display. You have to initialize it, but we'll go over that soon. Also, if you're using this mod, this is how you put the brightness up. Took me a while to find it. APU is still not ready. Let's turn this up for eCam. Cool part is, click on APU. It'll show you all the information that you need from it. Now I don't know exactly what all this means, I'm still learning it, but this page wasn't available before. Okay, it's available now. We're gonna go APU bleed on. Check overhead for white light. Again, not sure exactly what that is yet, but we'll figure that out. It's on operative. Weather radar off. Weather radar is off. Cargo heat cylinder inoperative. Electromechanical overhead. Again, it doesn't seem like nothing is gonna selectable or we can check, so let's check that. Ventilation panel check. No idea. I'll try to find where that is. eCam pages. So we're gonna do RCL. Inoperative. Door works. Air conditioning doesn't work yet. Wheel information. Flight controls. This is cool. We'll go over that after. Fuel. Engine bleed. Engines. So we're gonna go APU. Okay. Any aircraft type, A32nx, check. Flight management database. Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. I think this is behind, but I'm not exactly sure. We'll check that. Nav diesel selection. Not sure exactly how to do that. Alright. Flight plan. Let's enter that. Duke LaGuardia. DCA. Oh, KLGA. KDCA. Okay. Just go to that page. It's easier. for the flight plan, I usually use Navigraph. So I have a subscription for it. It's like cheap. I gotta check how much it is. I did it 1 month for now, but it looks like it's a lot easier. So we'll use this one. Let's look at the type route. So we're gonna do direct Big E Q75 MXC Clipper. Okay. Still trying to figure this out, but I'm gonna move this up top to my other screen. Do Big E. Oh, insert that. Insert that. Let's do the RNAV19 Clipper 2 right there. Let's see what auto it does. So that's cool. So if we're gonna do runway 13, let's do the auto route. It's actually going to be different. So let's restart. Okay, here we go. Let's try this again. LaGuardia 13 direct ARD. Direct. Should be direct. Okay, perfect. We're gonna do the Goldman 6. It's usually radar vectors, then I'll just recreate it. And do the 19. This is by the river in Washington, D.C., so this is a nice little enter. Okay. Now IRS align. These are new. So it'll take a little bit on your alignment. Your flight plan complete. Winds will check. Again, we're flying in comm, so flight plan, discontinuities. Nope. Looks good. And op. So just take that. RNAV page. Zero fuel, center of gravity, zero fuel weight. So we go to perform. No, it's not. Maybe it's an init page. Okay. It's 19.5 for the default, so it's 50.2, 19.5. Block fuel is 10.6, perfect. Takeoff data. Right now, Microsoft Flight Simulator does this, and you can't change this. Flex to temp. So there is a performance calculator that I just found on a YouTube video. So for A320, variable units, flaps 1, packs on, anti-ice off, runways dry. Say 120, 125. One three full. Here we go, Imperial. One, three, four. Okay, we'll figure that out. I just wanted to check it out. Skip that. Clear shield. Flight director on. Again, I don't know some of this, so I just wanted to check the new checklist out, check the new mod out, see how it works. I'm obviously going to try to figure out what the rest of this does, but again, this is a first look, first flight. Alright, flight director's on. AFIS. Okay, FCU, speed Mach window, dashed. Heading. Jeez. Initial climb place is usually 5,000 feet, so that's there. Lateral console. And up, and up. E-cam door. Doors are closed. One thing that's cool about this is, let's contact ATC. It's alright, that's not. Oh, we're not in a terminal. But if you do that, these doors do open up. But that I know, I've seen it on the YouTube. Instrument panels, done, and up. Primary flight listing. Just check. Why is the lever up? That's weird. Clock works. Do that. Anti-skid. It's right here. Take off brake, go perform. Skip that. Do takeoff config. So IRS is aligned. Let's see if you change. There's the mode change. Go to flight plan. There you go. Range change. And change modes. See the weather radar. I don't think TCAS is online yet on this, so I know this doesn't work. Before start. There's no power. Off. Disconnect that. Beacon lights. Those levers are idle. I check that. Parking brake needs to be pressure checked. Parking brake as required. And you start up. I didn't find where to make sure to turn these on, but I might have just missed it. Okay. We're gonna go ignition start. Starting engine 2. Go to the engine page. We're there. See that coming up. Okay, engine 1 looks like a good start. Yep. Engine idle parameters. Check. I know that's a little bit off from the videos I've seen on YouTube, but that's usually where it is when you start it up. Okay, starting engine 1. Let's switch on. See that rolling up. Okay. Looks good. Temperature's coming up. Let's let that get up to 108 and then I'll put that on normal. I don't think you need to worry about that, but looks good. Okay. EPU bleed is off. Ground spoilers. Arm. Rotor trim 0. Flap levers 1. Pitch trim set. Again, don't know how to do that exactly. Ecam status page. Doors closed. Don't need that. APU master switch off. Ecam door page. Clear to disconnect. Taxi checklist. Nose lights. Taxi. Don't need those. Parking brake off. Brakes check. Okay. Flight controls. So we have flight control page here. So ailerons works out. Elevators down, up. Okay, that looks good. Let's check speed brakes. Okay, I might be doing the wrong thing, but water brakes max. 80 seconds, say 1-3. Flap lever 1. VR, we can't reinsert right now, can't change that. Flight plan. Check. Initial climb and speed. We're flying the RNAV, so the good thing about the Airbus is we don't have to worry about that. Usually if you're on VATSIM, they will set either a speed and an altitude restrictions, but usually you're going to fly the RNAV anyway. In LaGuardia specifically, if you have VATSIM and it's busy, they'll usually tell you to fly to Goldman 6, come up to 5,000, give you a climb 12 to 15. A couple of minutes later, they're going to give you a train to about 300, and the last time I flew it, I got a direct Lana, which I gotta see if we have here. No, it's a different flight plan, so I'll probably go direct ARD. Okay. Again, that could be wrong, but we just want to make sure. Cleared altitude is usually 5,000 feet. Flight director is on. Flight mode annunciator check. Not sure. We'll try to figure that out. Flight instruments check. Radar as required. Auto. Squawk code takeoff briefing. Usually do that, but for expedited purposes, we're just going to skip that. Cabin port, takeoff config, inoperative, before takeoff. Brake temperature check. Again, not sure. Okay. Now with Microsoft, I'm not going to crash into the building. You're not really supposed to do it that way, but alright. So the cool thing about Navigraph is that you can pull up bigger airport info, your SID, sorry, 6 airport info. So we are currently, we'll let the sim connect. Oh. Start that. Here we go. So to get to 1-3, we'll normally need clearance. What we'll probably do is taxi Bravo, Papa, cross 2-2, 1-3 short. So what I'll normally do is I'll have this as I taxi so I know exactly where I'm going. Taxi speed's 20 knots. Alright, so we're heading down Bravo. Oop, too fast. We'll go normally a little bit faster, and we're not in a full, I want to say full realistic sim environment. And Papa is the second taxiway. Cross one-way 22. There's not going to be any traffic, but usually you check traffic or hold short. Let ATC clear you through. Approach is clear. There's no traffic, but you just double check. Just gonna line ourselves up. We confirm we are on 1-3. What selectors normal flaps? So we have a Goldman 6 departure. Climb heading 134. It's of course 179 across Kiwi at about 25, at or below 220. Again, I'm not sure exactly how the sim will perform. The last couple of times let's just leave it on managed. Let's see how the autopilot does. So this is essentially the routing. So clearance, flight levels 10 minutes after departure. We'll probably come up this way. At 330, head down to DCA that way. Okay. Alright. Inoperable. Check. Exterior lights are set. Check. ATC cleared. We are at check. Brakes released. Start chrono. Usually I wouldn't be doing this at takeoff, so let's minimize that. Engine stable. Little pressure on the stick. knots. Neutral. Rear V1. Rotating. It's a little laggy for me. Positive rate, gear up. So we go to flaps 0. Go to AB autopilot. Let it fly. Oh. I don't know what that did that. I think it might have been about my control stick. I forgot to put this on lever climb, and it did it. Fast flap speed, flaps up. There's a speed restriction under 10,000. We're supposed to stay under 210 knots. Crossing. So 100% the departure was wrong. It comes up differently when I did it last time. Try to figure it out, but let's just see how it works right now. It's blowing past the 250 speed, which I know it's done a lot. Okay. Go to 250. We're still under 10,000 feet. So 5,000. Let's see. We see the Brooklyn Bridge. On that turn, we'll get a climb 15,000. Okay, so this is on manage altitude. Let's see if it does it automatically. I'm in hundreds. I'm an idiot. 15,000. Now we're climbing. Alright, so the main difference I see right now in the terms of the autopilot is, we'll go to manage speed, is that if you increase or decrease this and selected altitude, you would have to click on engage manage altitude mode every single time you wanted to change altitudes. So this does it automatically on managed mode. This time we'll be clear for the cruise. Let's just see. I'm gonna wait till we hit 15 and then I'm gonna try to go for, I think we're heading south, so it'd be 220, flight level 220. Let's just wait. Let's see what happens. See, that's different. Let's get it direct. Okay, here we go. actually change the plans. What I might do is I'll clear the flight plan out. We're going to go back to LaGuardia. We're going to try to land ILS runway 22, because I know from Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020, ILS 22 at LaGuardia vectors you in left of the actual runway when you're doing an ILS approach. Alright, that's slowing down, so that should definitely stop. Let's go up to 220. Okay. Might be wrong. Yep, you still have to hit it. That was weird. Okay. X1 and 2 all on. Flaps are up. Gears are up. APU bleed as required. APU master switch as required. Engine was selected normal. Not needed. Climb. Performance page. Climb. Barometric pressure. We're not at 18 yet. Okay. Standard. See how far we are from LaGuardia. Let's unload this flight. I have a try that. Oh. New flight. To approach. Everything looks good so far. Never had them on. Seatbelt sign. That's your cruise. Descent. Alright. Let's check out if see if LaGuardia is working. Oops. Let me just let's go there for a second. We'll come back around. Flight plan. Swan. Not gonna need that. Let's go ILS 22. It's the Quarry 4. There we go. Agar transition. Let's go direct quarry. Should be at 10,000 for there, but again, we're just testing this out. Let's go down to 10,000 feet. Four. It's Quarry 4 arrival like. Quarry at 10,000. Yeah, I'm off course. I'm gonna go direct Tykes. Should give us some room. So we're pretty much 10,000 here. We start descending. Usually effectors are this way. Up and around. Capture localizer. Land. The sim, for some reason, it comes up this way. I think it picks up Deer Park, comes up, comes around. So we still got a ways to go. 10,000 feet is fine. Let's see what the crossing restrictions are. There we go. It looks accurate, so we're going to go with that for now. Forgot to do that. Always have to do that. So 10,000 feet is good. start slowing down around here. Come around. Good to go. Alright, we're at 10,000. We are on the approach. Let's take this checklist. Set. Done. Not needed. At 10,000 feet, landing lights on. Seatbelt signs require. Not yet. Done. Out of accuracy. I know where it is. It's somewhere around here. Accuracy is high. Okay, so we're good. ILS approach. Initial approach. That's right. Approach phase, not yet. So let's pull up the chart again. These are moving charts, so that's pretty cool. So we're right on track. So to get this off, let's just pull the chart up. Okay. Alright. Normally I put in the altimeter and the weather, but sorry, it's the performance page. It's the approach page. I think it's 70. That's like 20. Just put 23. 29er. 902. Let's just say we're laying on 13 to 130 at 5. Position altitude US is 18,000 feet. So for LaGuardia, it's 212 on the ILS and decision height's 200. Let's double check. Decision altitude is 212 feet. Decision height's 200 feet. ILS, runway visibility rate. I'm sorry, runway visual range are here. So these are pretty cool. Jepsen maps pretty much like the FAA maps from what I've heard, but these are a little bit more easier. For me at least, as a first-time user, it's pretty intuitive. Had to learn on the go. Still not doing everything right, but you know, we'll get there. Alright, so that's set. We're gonna go full flaps. The one thing I'm not too sure about is when to put the flaps down, when to put the gear down, which usually know about 6 miles away. I usually leave autopilot on, and for this test, I know it's not a Cat 2 landing, and I'm gonna see if we could. Nope. We're definitely gonna double check and see if we can just do the landing via ILS, disconnect it around 500 feet and land it manually from there. Normally, lately I've been flying just the localizer, doing it manually just because of the problem that we have in a 2.2. So we'll see if this mod fixes it. If not, it's definitely a Microsoft Flight Simulator issue. It's a shame because it's hard to get. I know 04 works perfectly. I've auto landed on there, even though the charts say that you're not supposed to do that. We'll check it out. I should learn more a little bit about it since I'm doing VATSIM as well, and my major center is LaGuardia, so I'll be learning that within the next few months. Well, hopefully that'll make me a better pilot and be a better controller, knowing how pilots react and how they. Not everybody knows exactly how to operate this aircraft the way it should, and I think that's pretty good on both sides. Alright, let's slow it down. It's doing that automatically. We're probably preparing for descent. Again, by no means an expert on this, but I have landed a handful of times and still figuring it out as it goes. If you have any tips or comments, more than happy to hear them. Okay, I know flaps 1. Start descent to 3,000. Oh, forgot about that. So since live weather's turned off, I'm assuming that everything is 2.9 or 902 for the altimeter. How you can tell if it's different on the sim is that our altitude would be off. So LaGuardia is about 12 feet off sea level, so we would either been in a negative or positive altitude on the ground if the barometer was off. We'll find out when we land. Let's check our charts again. So Yeoman 3000, Greco 1900. That's where we should be able to intercept. So we're doing a straight line landing. Everything looks good. $700 feet a minute, 10 minutes. No, we gotta increase that. Human's 9.7 miles away at 206. Oh, I think it's too much, but this is new. Again, correct me if I'm wrong, but I haven't seen this when I in the old plane, the default plane that comes in Microsoft Flight Simulator. So we're at 7.6. I should have monitored that better. We're definitely going to need to increase this. Yep. 6.3. Making our turn. Way too high. And that's probably why. Let's do the speed brakes. That's pretty aggressive, but yeah, we're definitely gonna make it, but that should have been planned a little bit better. Alright, we're good. So positioning's good. Manage speed is check. I'm gonna go flaps 2. Okay, speed brakes. Armed. Navigation accuracy high. Navigation accuracy high. Radar tilt not needed. Approach checklist complete. Oh. Final approach. I don't know if that's lag or it's just not coming up. Alright, I'm just going to do this as how I know it. So, they also have a non-precision approach. And landing. 20 feet flare, touchdown, and reversers. 70 knots, which you do. It's pretty cool. Didn't never really know that. So, that was cool with their new checklist. From what I understand, I could start capturing the localizer if I'm under like 60 degrees from the capture. Again, my numbers could be off. I'm just taking this off the top of my head. Let us change the range. I did have more time. I should have paid attention a little bit better. for a landing. Which is where we're at. Landing speed's at 145. Looks like we got it. Alright, let's see if we can get the localizer. It's 225. Check Niagara 224. That could be why. Yeah, it's definitely off. Way off. I'd expect. Let's see what approach mode would do. Go to heading 250. I don't think you could do that with that. All right. Minimize this. Alright, let's try to do this manually. Okay. Let's see if they capture it. There's a glide slope, this localizer. Way too high. Oh. It looks like it's working, but it's way off. Alright, we're just gonna leave it alone. We'll see what happens. Have to switch the localizer. Nope. That is weird. Alright. Take autopilot off. You see some reckless flying right now. Oh, this Trump Ferry Point. Frog's Neck, which they really need to model. I'm going way too fast for the flaps. Rear spoilers are armed, auto brake to medium. We're just gonna do visual. Nope. Definitely a go around, but ooh. Gordy is short. Oh man. Way too fast. Oh, it's gonna be fun. Landing speed's 147. Oh. We're hopping around. See what it looks like on the outside. Yep. Alright. Well, 2-2's still a problem. I probably did something wrong, but that's not the first time I've heard that the ILS is not working on 2-2. Yesterday I was on a VATSIM flight from here to Atlanta. There was a Delta 2-2 that just said 3 times in a row they tried it, and I've had the same experience. My recommendation, if you're flying into LaGuardia, just do the localizer. ILS isn't going to work. Doesn't seem to be fixed yet. It seems like it's taking the heading versus actually capturing the localizer. So, not exactly sure how that works. I'm trying to figure it out. I haven't seen any videos on YouTube yet about it, but you know, hopefully we can figure it out. Let's just gonna do the not landing done. So the parking, landing lights are off, ground spoilers disarmed, flaps retracted, and your mode selector normal, ATC standby off. That was off already. TCAM selector and operative APU master switch on, APU start on. Radar off. That's off. Off. Brake temperature and operative. Okay. Next, park and brake is on. TI is off. APU bleed off. If it is off. Engine 1 and 2 master switch off. Navish. Slide, disarm, check, exterior lights, as required, exit time, stop. Fuel pumps off. Pumps are off. IRS performance, fuel quantity. Do that later. ECAM status, brake fan, parking brake on. Page complete. Securing the aircraft. Officer crew. There's 1, 2, and 3 off. It's off. Exterior lights. Off. APU bleed off. APU master switch off. Off. No smoking off. Internal power as required, don't need battery 1 and 2 off. Page complete. Let's try to go around, which what we should have done And battery 1, battery 2 was about 21.5.5, below 25.12 auto on, wait 20 minutes. On auto, yeah, that's pretty cool. Alright, and that's it for the mod. Looks pretty good. It looks like some of the checklist doesn't need to really be checked right now the way it's configured. The good thing is there is a lot more information that you get. It adds to the realism of the sim. But other than that, definitely going to keep this on. It looks good, doesn't affect performance, and hopefully the version 3 comes out, we'll have a little bit more. Alright, you check out their website. Thanks for watching the stream.